All right, everybody, welcome back to the Greater Ozarks podcast. I am here with, everybody knows CT, right? He's been on a few episodes, well-known guy, beloved by many, freaking runs the second best center in town, Enterprise for the singles and doubles. And you got, I'm Kendall, I run the team event here at the Greater Ozarks Open at Sunshine Lanes. And then maybe you guys have seen these people once or twice. No? You got Krol and Keven Williams with us today. They have blessed us with their time. I know Boog, it's been a long time going for Boog.
Do I send you the invoice, Steve? Who do I send the invoice for the appearance fee here?
Keegan.
Yeah.
Actually, Matt Standage, Greater Ozarks.
You're right.
Yeah.
They can fit the
Which
bill
is all
for
just Steve.
I'll shoot him a text.
I don't want anything coming out of our account at Sunshine. I already burned through that account. So
Perfect. I just wanted to clear that up now.
Boog's free because he's bailed on us 17 times.
No, not 17.
7?
3.
3-teen?
Yeah, something
All right,
like that.
cool. Anyways, we're going to go over and talk about a few things. We got some stuff to go over, and then we're going to...
I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I'm looking forward to it.
So much sarcasm.
You're so beautiful.
It's
It's a good thing you're beautiful because... I'm just kidding, just do it on TV. Anyways. But yeah, so this year we had the 2025 PBA season, which unfortunately was the last year of it being on Fox. I thought they did a pretty solid job with Fox. But tell us a little bit about the 2025 year for us. Left side was brutal. I'll just enter that in there.
They won 3 times. What more do you want?
Who? Graham Falk and
Graham Falk.
Graham Falk again and
No, Jesper twice.
Jesper.
oh yeah, that was at the end. That was like doing the
Still counts.
Boog event last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 events Boog won were 2 lefty events this year.
I know.
Delaware was Graham Falk and the not tour finals, the playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Anyways, how was the 2025 season for you, Boog?
It was pretty good. I mean, the USBC events weren't the best for me. I didn't cash any of those, but everything else was pretty decent. Made 1 TV show. Actually 2 if you count the All-Star event. I'm not sure if you want to count that. Would you count that?
Yeah, dude. I'm counting that.
I definitely count it.
You know,
I will count it.
in my mind, you made like 6 because your World Series was brutal.
Yeah. The World Series was, they could have been really, really big, but...
It still was really big.
Yeah, it was.
It was still just fine.
But it could have been a whole lot more shows. But the numbers came out pretty good and just couldn't complain about it.
You know, if you're going to be the best, you got to beat the best. And
True.
Apparently,
I got one of the best draws.
Yeah, I mean, what, 2 of the people, one that you played, and then Belmo for the other one?
EJ Belmo and Toon.
Yeah. Who Toon won the Shark? No, was the first pattern. Cheetah. Viper? Whatever.
Yeah.
He won the first animal pattern.
Yeah.
And that's who knocked Boog out. And then,
Yeah, then good old EJ got me in 7 games or 5 games. And
yeah. Someone got you averaging 253
yeah,
or
we
whatever.
both averaged 250.
Yeah. Brutal.
It was a good one time.
Good time.
It was a long season though.
It was.
It was. We didn't get breaks like we usually do.
Yeah, usually there's a break, right?
It's a quick season for us. We were done in what, February with the
Two,
PBA?
two years,
Yeah, 1
2
week.
years ago, we it was like 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. This year it was
Bang, bang, bang.
a month and a half, 5 days off, a month and a half.
Yeah.
So it was brutal. That makes it hard.
And then what, like 14 days in Reno?
28.
28. Oh yeah, because at the Reno
was
Classic or whatever
28 days?
before that.
Yeah.
We were there
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
month.
28 days. If you've never been to Reno,
There's not
28
much.
days is, if you think 28 days is long in Vegas,
It's even worse
Oh.
in Reno too because we had to stay in the hotel. Like it's not as bad if we have Airbnbs because
Yeah.
like we have some space, we can hang out in the
The
living room.
first week we had
cook.
an Airbnb and that was fun.
Yeah, it was fine. And then
Yeah.
you have to stay in a dark hotel in the Silver Legacy for 3 weeks. So it just makes it
Oh, yeah.
a little tougher.
Yeah.
Just different dynamic.
What was
Great.
the purpose of having to stay there?
They had a
Contract.
sponsorship. Yeah, they had a contract with Silver Legacy.
Yeah.
So to be able to bowl the World Series, we had to stay at the Silver Legacy.
We had to give them like
That's
a
interesting.
confirmation number.
And they've done that a lot. They've always done that on tour. They don't do it as much as they used to, but it used to be like a lot of hotels and stuff you had to stay
Usually
there.
like South Point we did that.
Um,
for the World Series.
not the bash Silver Legacy because I said Reno's bad. Silver Legacy's actually in Reno they actually do a
It's
pretty
the
good
nicest
job, and they
property.
promote big for bowling too.
Yeah.
So
I just hate being in a hotel room because like it's just like depressing. Like it's this tiny room. It's just dark. You don't
did
get
you
to
bunk with
cook.
somebody or did you have your own place?
Yeah, it was me and Bug, and then
that's even the worst spot.
Packy and BJ. We made sure to get the conjoining rooms. We just left
Oh.
the doors open and hung out. Like it just sucks. You don't get to cook. Like the room ends up smelling because you have to do laundry there, and like it just like isn't the best, you know.
Yeah. In the tub, you did your laundry in the tub, with the washboard and everything, or
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just kidding.
Washboard.
Exactly.
So, yeah, no, that's brutal. 28 days in Reno.
Yeah.
I did 21 in Vegas one time and
Yeah.
never again. That was awful.
The thing is, we're bowling the whole time, so it's not awful. Like Reno isn't the best, but like it would be bad anywhere. 28 days anywhere in a hotel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if we would have been able to stay in an Airbnb, it'd be a lot better. We'd have a car. We could go out and do stuff. We could go to restaurants. It was just walk to the bowling alley, walk and eat at the food court at Silver Lake City. That's all it was. Repeat for 28
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
But you said you bowl a lot, but there are some breaks if you don't make cuts or whatnot, and that makes it, oh god, those days have to be so long when you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Definitely if you make
And
like
then-
a weird cut, because
Packy did that. He made
Yeah.
the last one. He didn't make any cuts, but he made the last one, so he had to just stay an extra week to bowl one match.
Ah, it's
He ended
awful.
up making the telecast, but like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
still,
just, you're sitting there doing nothing.
yeah, it's hard to schedule those events because there is so much bowling. Like, what's the best way to go about it? Do you just do every event one at a time, or I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then
I
kind of
see all
pepper it
ways.
around a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all the ways of why you could or couldn't do it a certain way, but it's hard to go around it when you're doing 5 events in one.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's brutal. I couldn't even. Like, snippet is like, we bowled holiday doubles and it was bowl on Thursday and we sat around for 2 days to do
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So.
also the weird one was then with at a classic, like we bowled at one bowling center, then the TV finals were at the stadium. So imagine if you made that TV show and you're just waiting 2.5 weeks to bowl.
They used to
the
do
final
that a
match.
lot too. They
At a
used-
different location.
At a
Yeah.
different location too, which you get on TV, it's so different anyways. But still, it's like, man, I bowled so good at this center. I
Yeah.
was the 1 seed. Now I got to wait 2 weeks, and maybe you
Bowl
lose a
somewhere
little
else.
bit of
Yeah.
that. You lose a little bit of that traction you had if you kind of bowl bad at the World Series, and you
Yeah.
kind of lose a little confidence. Like, God, I got to dial in. I still got a telecast to win, But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just part of the scheduling. The logistics of it is the reason that they didn't do a telecast at the Reno Classic is because they didn't want to pay for the telecast. So they did the whole double dip, and they're like, okay, well, we'll have a set here. We'll do it all at once.
Oh, fair enough.
So
Okay.
they hosted the event, but they
And-
didn't want to pay for the
It's
actual
expensive to put those telecasts on. I mean, there's,
Of course.
what, 50 people that they bring in to build the set, all the
Oh, we know-
audio,
I know
all
the exact numbers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's a thing putting it on over at Enterprise. I mean, it's not just,
It's an orchestra.
yeah, they don't just wave a wand and all of a sudden it's all there. I mean, there's a lot of people to pay, to bring in. They have carpenters that come in and build the set every single day and
Yeah.
tear it down the next day. I mean, it's a lot to go on. So I get trying to save a couple bucks because
Yeah,
it's
and to bring in
expensive.
electricians, I mean, the whole nine.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, it's an orchestra.
To transition that, because I know you guys are going to ask about the CW, we can just get right into
Yeah,
it.
perfect.
Because the big difference now with Fox and CW, that is going to be huge for us, and however they delegate this money, we don't know. But we had to pay, the PBA had to pay Fox for the sets. They paid them. So every time they wanted a set, they paid them to come out and do it. The
I didn't know
CW is paying for the sets.
Oh, that's big.
So they're saving, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the number, I know it, but it's just a big number. So,
Fair enough.
yeah, it's a large number. Every time that Fox came out, the PBA paid them to come out and do that.
Now,
and
on
now
the-
CW said, we'll pay for it. We want to host you guys, so we'll pay for this.
Are they taking it in the back end somewhere else? Because I know sometimes, like in the past, it's like ad splits, and they got to get. Yeah. Anyways, but I know a lot of people are kind of bashing the CW because it's not Fox, right? It's not ESPN.
Here's
it's
the
not
thing, though. I can admit, if people, for one, yes, you just look at it on paper. It's like everyone knows Fox. No one knows CW. Okay. Fox did a thing where they highlighted the top 50 sporting events, like plays or moments.
Yeah.
Bowling got none, not even one. We had a 19-year-old win a major and 100K this year. A lot of crazy things happened. EJ's going on a historic run.
Just crazy,
and we didn't
yeah.
even get 49 or 50 of the top 50 moments. So the problem with the Fox is, yes, you're on a bigger network, but actually it kind of hinders bowling because you're in the shadows of
Everything. Literally
football and baseball and basketball and all these other sports, you're in the shadow of all that. So you kind of get lost in the sauce with there's so much going on Fox that you miss when bowling is on, or you just are watching something else. Or there's a lot of times where we lose our TV slot because it overlaps with NASCAR or this or that. So CW won't have that, so we will have prime TV time People know where to find it at. You're not going to be in the shadows of the bigger networks all the time. And you look at some of the sports that have switched over to CW, they actually went way up in viewership because of that exact reason.
Yeah,
You're not sharing
fair
the
enough.
spotlight with everyone.
NASCAR is a big one.
NASCAR
They-
is the big
boom.
one. They skyrocketed because of CW. So you got to just hope that it does the same for bowling as well. So where people think it's bad just because you're looking at what's CW and, oh my God, Fox Sports, you can't look at it that way, and I think it'll be really well for us. Now, obviously, there's a lot of unknown, and maybe it doesn't go as well as we thought.
You don't
but
know.
you got to be optimistic about it, and for people to just immediately bash it and throw out a post whenever the PBA announced CW, and then like, oh, well, this is the end of the tour. It's like
Uneducated people.
this right there alone, you sharing it and saying this is the end, already looks bad because of you, not because Fox. They don't know. No fans know why Fox and PBA didn't, we know.
Yeah.
But that's not for us to talk about. And
Right.
if it's good or bad, they don't know, so why are they commenting on it?
Yeah, and a point that you made, like, we get in the shadows and, we get whatever time slots they give us. And they cut you guys off at the second
Yeah.
when it's time, right?
We don't get those.
Boog wins the Delaware Classic 2 years ago, right? I'm freaking pumped in the bar. I'm ready to hear his, speech. Cut him off because they were playing a rerun of the whatever freaking NASCAR
Yeah.
event win, right? I'm like 30 seconds. You couldn't give him 30 seconds to talk. Like, I got to find it on the back end site, but I'm like pumped. I'm like, he's gonna shout out like, "Yo, way to go, Kendall!" Way to... I'm just kidding. The hype from Sunshine. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm pumped for that. They shut it off, right? I wanted to get the allotted time that you guys are allowed to get, and I want to see that because I got lots of friends out on tour, right?
Yeah.
I know tons of people. So yeah, I think totally agree. I don't like being in the shadows, and I think you guys can be an actual division of CW
Yeah,
instead
this
of...
is definitely a net positive for the sport because you get to go for another year.
Also,
or another
you
2
have-
years
It's for
or 3
2 years, and we have CBS Sports.
CBS picked
Correct.
up the World Series. So
Yeah.
CBS said they'll pick up anything that the CW doesn't want.
Uh-huh.
So that's good. So if they build a couple more events for that, we don't know, but they picked up at least the World Series. And the CW, the thing about the CW is they are pumped to have us, and they are showing that immediately, saying we will cover
And-
the sets. We want to have all these telecasts live at this time, where it's a little harder to work with a Fox because we don't have as much leverage with Fox as we
Yeah.
do some other channels, and
It
that
is.
is what it is. Our
Very
numbers have
distracts.
gone up 30-40% the last 5 years. Like every year it goes up like 30%,
Yeah.
which is great.
Crazy, yeah.
But our numbers are still small compared to golf, basketball, all the other big sports. So it is a plus. The only reason people think it's not a plus is because the unknowing, and they're just assuming,
Yeah.
oh, CW, we're screwed. It's like we could be in the
be
best spot ever.
amazing.
It could go well for 2 years, and then every national bigger
Yeah.
network could be like, we want you guys back. You
Well,
never know.
I don't know if have you guys heard about any of the scheduling yet?
We won't know that for a long time.
So I know you were talking about breaks and whatnot. You ain't getting any breaks coming up. It is 10 consecutive weekends. You guys
Yeah,
are
but
going
they
out.
say that, but we don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It says like we get 10 consecutive shows.
Because we've been trying to
We
schedule.
don't know what that means.
We're trying to schedule the Enterprise stop, which we don't know if we're going to get yet because of. It's got to fit our schedule too,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, yeah, we're going to do it. It's gonna be 10 straight weekends starting X date and go from there. So it doesn't sound like there's going to be breaks, but
Yeah,
they
you
say
don't
stuff.
really,
But
you never really know because too, when they say 10 live shows, they could do something where it's like, hey guys, we did qualifying for these shows, and then you guys get 2 weeks off, but if you made the shows, you got to come back for this Sunday, and then it could be something like that.
Fair
You
enough.
don't know. They've done
so
that
they're
a lot
building
in the
one
past.
set. They build 5 sets for 10 shows instead of.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, yeah.
whatever that looks like, we just don't know. It
Fair
could
enough.
just be 10 straight weeks, and that just is what it is. But you don't really ever know
Fair
because
enough.
they've done that where it's like, hey, you guys did the qualifying and stuff here, but we're gonna do the live show over here this week. Only you guys fly out, whatever. They've done that a lot in the past. So
Yeah, it's 100 ways to skin a cat.
Yeah,
Only
no,
time will
definitely.
tell.
Yes. So, how are you hopeful for the left side for next year? Because left side's been kind of brutal the last few years, I must say. Is
the
I hope
thing,
it's the exact same.
but I mean,
I think everyone should be able to eat too. I think the left should have some more options next year.
it just the frustrating part about the left to right is we don't want it to be all or nothing. We don't want it to be the perfect example is the last 2 majors of the year, the Players Championships. It's our biggest prize fund.
Yeah.
It's our biggest cut. We paid 48. The lefties got 0 checks out of 48. Out of 150 people,
That's
no
crazy.
lefties cashed. That is awful.
Yeah. You also didn't-
So we
no
got
lefty-
$0 of the biggest prize fund we have.
That's crazy.
And then next week, the left was great, and the top 3 were left-handed. There was some sprinkled in righties in there, and out of the 9 guys that made the shows, like 6 of them were left-handed.
Yeah.
And the left was, and they pretty much
It
all
was
the lefties
feast or
made the show.
famine.
But we don't want that. We don't want it to be like, okay, this week we get our heads kicked in, it kind of demoralizes us, and then next week we have to lock in because we have a chance to win. We want to always be able to have a chance at money. That, yes, we want chances to win too, but we don't want to go like, oh, really good the first week. Like Graham won the first week. I think people kind of get lost in the fact that it was cheetah. Everyone was striking.
Yeah.
A lefty did win, but it wasn't a lefty fest. It was cheetah.
Correct.
Everyone strikes on cheetah. So I kind of put an asterisk towards that. A lefty did still win, but like everyone was getting there.
Yeah.
It took 250
But
to
nobody, the high
But the
lefty at the
problem is-
Springfield tournament, 34th.
The problem is, it's
Wow.
lefty wins, 2 lefties make a TV show. Like, oh, it's the year of the lefty. Qualifying for the US Open was pretty good. A couple lefties made match play. They all fell to the bottom 3 of match play because the last pattern was awful. And then the next 5 weeks, no lefty had a chance,
Not a chance.
to sniff a dime. That is a problem. That sucks for us to do mentally to go through that.
Yeah.
So I just wish that. It's just going to be like that, though. That's just the nature of the beast. It's hard to tame that left and right side because there's so many variables. But if we could have a chance to at least catch some checks more often, that makes it easier for us to go through a 3-month tour season going like, man, I haven't really made a telecast, I haven't really made a run, but I finished 20th, 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 20th. That's 15 grand right there.
Yeah.
That feels a lot better than saying, look, man, I'm trying, but I have offered the whole month of February. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to dig out of
demoralizing.
those
Yeah.
holes. It is.
And it's
really
long,
hard to.
long weeks on the road,
Yeah.
And it
hotel
gets
rooms.
longer when you're bowling worse, and it really sucks when you're like, all right, ball reps, what are you doing? They're like, hey guys, just stay in it mentally. You have no chance. And like
Yeah.
the jokes that go around, and it's like
Yeah.
people tell you, like obviously everyone's doing it out of like good faith or whatever, but it's like it's after the first qualifying block, they're like, bro, I feel so bad. It's like that doesn't make us feel bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, man, you guys are getting screwed. We know. You don't
Yeah.
have to tell us.
Yeah.
So we just
I
wish that
was
we
thinking-
could have a chance to cash more often. It doesn't mean win more often because winning is already hard, and we don't bowl that many events. So
Yeah.
lefties got a couple wins this year. It's awesome, but there was a 7-week span where no lefties sniffed a dime. That is what we need to
That's
get rid
brutal.
of.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's not the winning. It's that can we at least catch a paycheck every week for a couple grand? That makes a difference. You know, it adds up fast. So
Fair
it
enough.
is what it is.
Well, we'll kind of shift from the PBA, and I've known both of you for like literally ever, right? We've bowled some events together, whether I conned you into it or not. But we'll do a little, you said feast or famine or whatnot. Whenever I bowl with these people, it's like feast, and then it's trying to carry my famine across the way to the finish line. Except that one time I beat you in qualifying at Holiday Doubles.
Yeah. I
But
think
don't worry
that was
about
the
that.
best
That's it. That's
experience.
the end
Yeah.
of it. We don't have to talk about the next day. But
Yeah, that
I've
really
been-
important.
Which we should.
we'll talk about the rest.
Yeah, the qualifying Kendall.
How frustrating is it to bowl with you?
It's not
Right?
frustrating.
These are
It's a good
big.
time. Like we can be goofy back and forth, and like I can read your ball motion pretty well. We're both pretty dumb when it comes to lane play. It's like, what should I do?
Kevin comes in the next, Kevin comes in the round of 12 or whatever and goes, Book, what are you doing? Throw this ball. And Book those like the next like 40 strikes in a row or
Yeah,
something stupid.
qualifying.
Not quite that bad.
Kendall's
but-
locked down qualifying, but match play. Whew, I had to come through.
No, not in match play I did good. It's the Saturday night squad. That was brutal. I did okay in match play.
Whatever.
I couldn't throw a ball right.
I walked into match play to pick up like my bracket money, and I see Book
That
doing
game's
the
bad.
wildest thing. I'm like, hey dude, do this. And I look up and he shoots like 300. I'm like, I'm
He
gonna
does.
leave now. Literally, that's the truth. Like he shoots
Yeah.
300. I'm like,
No
I'm
joke.
gonna leave now.
Saturday night squad at the Holiday Doubles. So Book and I crushed qualifying,
Yeah.
the first one. Then we do the next cut. We're bowling with Rick Justice and Austin Bowles as our crossing. Book
It's a
shoots
great
290 or something like that. 290. Shoot 299 in that game.
Something like that. Or like
Justice shoots 300. Bolts has front 8, and I can throw the next 4 for 2 team.
Yeah.
Oh, I got all the texts. He texted me first in qualifying. I was like, damn, you ever gonna be your partner? It's like through 5 games you beat him every game. He's like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, this is
Yeah, the
crazy.
qualifying, I was money in qualifying. I beat him by a whopping like 9 pins.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And
Then the cashers round came over. I got him like 220 pins. Then match play.
match play wasn't too bad. I held my own. Match play was brutal too.
Yeah, they just
So
smoked so much.
the end was just. Book was lofting like a GB4, like
Yeah.
70 feet down the lane. It's in the masking
That
unit.
point.
Yeah, it's brutal. And then, Kevin's too good to bowl with me now, and he also moved to California, but that's okay. When he was a really good lefty, whacking all the easy China stuff around here,
Not really.
Strike on
dude
China.
never missed on China. It was amazing.
There's
Like,
a strike on China.
dude, get him and Holloman together. Oof, that's a
Yeah, those were the
strike
days.
fest.
I still get, like on Facebook, it'll be like, remember on this day, and it'll show something from like 9 years ago. I'll get like memories from like ASBTs where it's like 5 games of qualifying and average like 279 for 5 games. I'm like, dude, what? I was that good?
Where did
I'm like,
that guy go?
Dude, I got good on tour for a couple years and forgot how to bowl in the easy.
Yeah.
China, yeah. We played doubles ASPT, and I don't think I had to bowl. I think he just carried the whole load. He looked at me one time and said, "You need to strike eventually," and I did my bit, and
Bro,
he carried on.
that was when it
never
didn't
missed.
matter how good or bad I was bowling at that period of time. If I bowled a doubles event, I showed up for my partner. And
Dude, amazing.
even on hard stuff, anytime I bowled a doubles event, I was like, this gets me out of this.
He went
slump.
on a run during that time too. That you won that like Masters thing that they put on that one year in Arkansas.
Yeah,
Then
I
we
won
went to
like,
doubles.
5 weekends
I think
in a
that
row.
was the year you won
Jeez.
Snowman also. Yeah, it was stupid. He like crushed Snowman. The year you're like 3-stepping left side of the left gutter, like drifting to the. That was gross.
I won 5 weekends in a row. That's hard to do in the
That's crazy.
amateur world.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like EJ wins like 5 weekends in a row sometimes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
EJ.
well, my 5 weekends doesn't equal out to his like 1% of his season. So.
If you turn it upside down, dude, you're cooking it
I
sometimes.
know, right? Yeah.
I'm just
Thanks,
kidding.
appreciate that.
Kevin's the king of the tricks. When you got to do something weird to
Dude.
strike, Kevin's really good.
This guy had Snowman for like 6 years, 5 years, something like that.
No one could beat me, bro.
Disgusting. And what he was doing was just grotesque. Word of the day, grotesque. Well,
Spell that.
Thank you, Bug. Look at Bug. Hanging around me too much, bro. He didn't skip a beat saying so. I was just about to say spell it.
I guess when you guys bunk together for 15 straight weekends or whatever.
Yeah,
it
he
is.
becomes cooler.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some stuff that I've gotten from you, and it's disgusting.
Like burping?
The burping thing, Hazel gets so mad at me. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I'm not really sure." And we hung out last week,
It's like
and I did
echo
it in
burp.
the car. She's like, "Did Kevin do that around you?" I said,
Burping?
Yeah, it's like this
You
echo
don't hear me when I
burping.
burp. I always like burp all weird. I always like make a weird noise when I burp.
I don't pay attention.
And then I notice like end of the tour season, Bug would like burp all weird. I'm like, my dog.
It's like everyone in the car will do the same thing.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
You should have
gotta
listened to my
hang out.
playlist and get old songs stuck in your head.
Yeah, you used to
That's
do
my king of that. I get him.
It's like 2019.
Yeah, he would be getting candy
Yeah,
shops.
He's singing a song from like 2003, and then the rest of the day I'm just singing like it's getting hot in here, so take off. I'm like, God, Kendall, shut up.
I got CT on was it Candy Shop or
It
something?
was Candy Shop.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
Last, like, Monday.
I hadn't heard that forever.
No, it was sugar.
He
It was
stopped-
sugar.
Oh,
I was pouring sugar in my coffee. And I was singing, I was pouring sugar in my coffee, and he goes, God damn. And I
He
was
stopped
like,
listening to new music in 2008. Since then, he's never
Yeah.
listened to anything else.
You know
He
who
was
started,
like,
you know who
this
started
is
making
the
new
last
music
time I
in
listened.
2008? Kevin, probably.
Yeah.
Kevin started making music like, music industry these
Kevin
days.
ruined your...
Yeah.
It's gotta be newer.
You're right.
So,
Oh,
anyways. But, so, I'll let you do this side. We got some coming up here in a couple months. And
We
we're
do.
doing a little rebranding of it.
We talked a little bit last week about our doubles event coming up. It has changed. It is not the Springfield double shootout anymore. It is the Greater Ozarks.
Since
double
when is
shootout.
that? How do I not even
2
know?
weeks ago.
Yeah, since 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, where you been?
As co-founder of
Dallas?
this event, I didn't even get a phone call about it.
Not even a text.
Well,
Nothing.
everything is kind of going underneath the umbrella of the Greater Ozarks. You know, we're trying to expand the brand of the Greater Ozarks. Still
Yep.
the same event, still everything. If we need a little bit of extra cash to make the event work, we know we can pull it out of somewhere.
Not my
So-
pocket, it's that pocket.
Not my pockets.
Yeah.
So, but it's the same great event, the second
I want
weekend
that
in
money going
August.
into my pocket.
They think they're gonna bowl? Are
So
they
I
gonna
get
bowl?
I get another invoice sent to the grader now for this, and now
I'm telling you,
my fingerprints on the double.
Are you guys bowling it?
Matt
Yeah.
Standage.
You know,
B squad.
who you bowling with? Cam Grogan?
Cam Crow.
Not
Boy,
gonna.
the myth, the legend.
Great lefty,
Yeah.
youngster.
He
making
told me-
waves.
Dude, he had the most legendary freaking
Facebook quote.
Oh my gosh.
Brother.
Legendary.
Week 1 of the PBA tour, he's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to find a partner for Springfield doubles." I said, "Why?" He's like, "I'm gonna win out here." I said,
Womp
"I'll
womp.
sign us up."
Womp womp.
Yeah, I can go on all day about.
Yeah.
If you didn't see his quote, do you guys know the quote off the top of the head that I'm talking
Yeah, the
about?
difference between you and me is you're gonna throw the next 2. I'm gonna throw the next 32.
Yeah.
He
was
talks like
so-
that on a regular basis. That's not like a one-time.
No, dude,
he
he-
talks like that every day.
I thought him and Sean were gonna get Lavery were gonna get into it
At
out
the
here a
double
couple years
event?
ago. Oh yeah, they were
It was
talking.
Anthony. It
Anthony.
wasn't Sean, it was
Yeah, they were going at it, and then like 20 minutes later, they're all like,
Yeah.
"Hey, buddy, what's going on? Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, I
it's
didn't
just
mean to do that." Yeah,
That's how it should be. things you get
Yeah.
fired up when you're bowling, and then they're cool with it. That's how it should be.
So if you want to sign up, how do we sign up for this? And there's a sweeper on Friday night, correct?
There's a Friday night sweeper. It fills up every year, 120 bowlers. Please get in on that. It's a handicapped event, so you don't have to come in there and try to bowl scratch. If you're a scratch bowler, you can participate. It's a wonderful event. Anyway, but if you want to sign up for it, we have a Facebook event page, 10K Greater Ozarks Double Shootout. You can go to our website. Just check us out on there.
Anyone can bowl, right?
Anybody can bowl.
Anybody can bowl anything. They can bowl the doubles event too
That's-
if they want to.
Yeah.
Just no two title.
No two titleists can bowl
Titleists,
together in
correct.
the doubles.
Yep.
That's
So-
our only stipulation. So, man, come on out. The event is wonderful. Kevin and I thought about this 6.5 years ago, because this
Yep.
will be the 60th
Yep.
year of the event.
Trying to make it great again.
Are you guys doing the
Greater.
events?
Huh?
You guys doing the golf
Probably not.
tournament?
Yeah, probably not.
I want to, but it's
It's
hard.
hard to schedule.
They've got enough going on running, like doing the back end of the event, and
Yeah.
I'm out of town, so it's hard for me to put that stuff together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We had a good time last year.
Yeah.
It was
Good
fun,
time.
and a lot of people said they would have
Dude.
done it had it been on Friday instead of Thursday.
Yeah,
But,
but Friday's
we
just
had-
so busy.
Yeah.
Well, I had the coaching clinics and stuff, and
We're trying to put together 120. Not me. I do absolute dick with this. I don't do diddly squat.
All right, cut
so,
that.
so we do 100. You know, he's trying to put all that together. I don't do nothing. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, just
we
simple.
juggle it. Yeah. So there's a lot to juggle. Kevin is the promoter of the event. He's phenomenal at it. He brings a lot of bowlers in. I do a lot of the back leg work on it. So sponsors.
The
join us.
overall goal of the whole weekend was like to have something for everyone. So we have the youth event on Sunday, which sold out last year. So if like parents are bowling the Friday sweeper, they can stay Sunday for their kids to bowl. If you're bowling the 10K, you could bowl the sweeper as well. If you have a kid, they could bowl. We did coaching clinics as well. We did a golf event. So that
are
way,
you doing the coaching clinic?
no, I'm probably not going to do that as
Alright.
well. It's just yeah.
There's a lot to put to.
It is, but the thing is, I wanted it to be a package deal where it's like you had multiple reasons to show up instead of like, well, let's go try to beat the best amateurs in the nation for 10K. It's like,
It's
well, you
hard.
can also
Yeah.
do this, this, and this, and it just makes it worth the while to be there for the whole week. You can make a full weekend out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's established. You know, I understand that it's hard to get to.
Welcome back to the coverage.
Absolutely. Quick break. I just got a couple questions for you all, man. So I know we talked a little bit earlier about being on tour. Sometimes you're at a place for seemingly 28 days. How do you all keep yourselves entertained?
Just
Man.
make fun of Book.
Yeah. I'm like the number one target.
Okay, I wouldn't say.
Punching
I'm
bag.
the punching bag of our friend
I
group.
would say I am way more than you.
Whatever.
I get shit on way more than you
Cut
as
that
a
out.
whole. You're just easier. No, just bleep it.
Yeah.
No, we all just make fun of each other.
Yeah. And TikTok.
How many
Like TikTok.
how many's in your group-ish that you guys like?
It's me, Pac Boog, and BJ are like the main four the whole time, and then we sprinkle in like the rest of the house guys, like Mitch Hoope, Nick Pate, and it just kind of varies. Chris Vi, Darren Tang. It just kind of varies on what availability of Airbnbs we can find. Because when you get that many guys, it's hard to find like everyone gets a nice bed and a bedroom
Yeah,
and stuff.
mansion.
So we usually split up, but it kind of goes. But the four of us were together the whole year, and then
Yeah.
we would sprinkle in other guys if we found bigger houses. So
Right
yeah,
on.
I mean, just like we hang out, we go to dinner, we pretty much just
Play
talk
Papa
it
Shot?
up and yeah, I mean,
You need to bring like a
play ping
inflatable
pong
pop
and
shot.
stuff.
Yeah.
If we have an Airbnb that has some stuff like that, we'll mess around. We just like all hang out as
Yeah.
much like when we have downtime. It just makes it go by quicker. We watch dumb videos.
It's
and
cheaper
stuff
that way,
like
too.
It is cheaper that way as well, but it's just nice because like the reason tour is so hard sometimes is because like it's lonely, a lonely life. When you're done bowling, if you miss a cut, the last 4 days of that week, if you don't want to go spectate bowling, what are you going to do? Which usually we all always have one of us in the cuts. We're usually ball repping, but when we get some downtime, it's nice that we can just like hang out with our friends and chop it up. And
We all know Boog needs ball rubbing.
Yeah.
don't worry.
He's the looks-he-do. You put him in the ball to do what he does. But finding that ball is a rough thing.
I am him.
So, what city and or venue is your favorite place to compete in?
It's probably
Man, the World Series is pretty good. I like
It was?
bowling there.
Okay.
I didn't like
Is it-
being there though.
The answer is always going to be like where we bowl best at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same. There's not. We don't really do that much outside of the bowling world. You know me. I would do stuff outside of the bowling world way often. but they are all pretty like homebodies, so they all just kind of stay inside. So it's all the same, really.
I really enjoy Vegas, like the arena, South Point. I think the whole environment of Vegas, I really enjoy. Like you don't
hate
have
Vegas.
No, like you have the option to
Take you
go
to
out
the
if you
Gucci
want
store
to.
and then you're
Yeah, big money spender over here. But no, like I think Vegas is like the perfect blend of like you can go out if you want, you can stay in. It's far enough away from the strip where
There's cheap stuff to do in Vegas too.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks you gotta just gamble and spend.
People
Also,
think
just walk
Vegas
around.
is just like degenerate stuff. There's
No.
something for everyone. in
Everybody.
Vegas. You
No
just
matter-
aren't looking. There's shows. There's good food. There's family activities.
There's cheap
everything.
drinking if you want to just
There's
go out and have a good time.
everything.
Yeah.
No matter
Vegas
what you
is
want to
the
get
best
into.
city in America. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Vegas.
No
Yeah.
matter what you want to get into, Vegas is it has it for you.
You don't
Yeah,
have to be
no-
someone that goes
and
out.
people
but
always complain about nationals going back to Vegas. It's so cheap to get there.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Try going to Greenville, North Carolina, or wherever it's at.
Try
or
to go to
South
Baton Rouge during the middle of summer, sweating.
Dude, we bowl. I bowled the 11th and 12th of July. We haven't bowled yet.
Yeah, Sam
Yeah.
Bowl.
Guys,
Swamping it
you guys
down
need
there.
someone? Oh wait,
Swamping
you're
it.
in.
We did.
Never mind. No.
Oh, you don't want to bowl?
No.
You don't bowl with him?
No.
The one guy?
Anyways,
Cut that.
So what is your favorite bowling alley? It doesn't need to be tour bowling alley, right? I feel like Fire Lake might be yours. You've done a lot of good stuff there, Shawnee. Except for I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about winning and bowling good, and then
it used to be.
I was like, why is he laughing? And then I was like, dang.
It used to be because I used to bowl well there, and I liked Oklahoma City. It was a fun little town.
Yeah, good
there's
Thunder
a lot-
game.
There's a lot to do in Oklahoma
Their
City
tickets
that
are more
people don't know
expensive.
about. It's not anymore.
No, when we were going to
My
when we were
favorite
going to
place in the
OKC, when we were going to OKC watching Thunder games, they were like dog water. So we were getting tickets for like
Yeah.
$30. Now they're good.
Yeah. No, that's not the top of my list anymore. It would be. I don't know. That is a good question because like, it really does all just depend on like how well we're bowling.
You've had some good runs. Winning.
The TOC is always the best hospitality, the best fans. It's always a packed house there. Springfield's always good.
Where's it at?
And that's unbiased.
Is TOC always the same place?
Fairlawn, Ohio.
Yeah, it's in Fairlawn, Ohio. It's
Yeah.
always good. They always have the whole youth program gets to skip a day of school on Friday, and they get to like ball rip if
wow.
you make match play.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
cool.
a packed house, so that's always cool.
You have your own caddy for 8 games.
Yeah, you have your own caddy, and
That's-
it's one of the youth
Yeah,
bowlers.
yeah.
They get to
We're going
sign
3 or
up.
4 meet down
But you
there.
know, they're allowed to like take your stuff. To most of the time, I was like, you just hang out with me and vibe, like just
Yeah.
whatever, just like be a part of the moment. You know, I don't need you to bring my balls. Like I don't need any of that. Every once in a while, I'm like, hey, could you just throw that over there? I'm not gonna throw it.
Get out of my sight.
That one's always a good one just because of the atmosphere. It's one of the few centers that like consistently is always packed. Like you go to some places and there's just not a lot of spectators and things like that. That center is always super busy, so it's got to make it fun.
I was trying to think of like times like you bowled good at or whatnot. Where'd you win your title at? What center?
I was in Wauwatosa in
Okay.
Wisconsin. I bowl well in that center, but I don't like that center. If that
Fair enough.
yeah, I don't want to
TV
bash
show
the
was in,
center,
like,
but
a
it was
different day, right?
Yeah, I don't want to bash the center, but like we have always had a lot of issues in that center. It was dirty.
It's tough, man.
It was dirty. Like it just the truth about it. But I bowled there. I bowled well there, so it's like yeah, it makes it easier to. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, Millennium Bowl down in Little Rock. You've had some
Dave
good
Small
days.
centers are always great.
Yeah.
Where they
Jack
at?
60 and
Jack 60
in Indiana and then
Kokomo?
Fishers.
Yeah.
Or in Kokomo, that's right. Those centers are always good, again, for the hospitality. All the best centers are the ones that have like the good hospitality and the good fans, because
Yeah.
that makes it way more enjoyable.
Fair enough.
For all the centers are about the same.
Yeah.
They're all in good condition, like you don't have that many problems.
I will say this: bowlers, like the PBA bowlers, they're so good. They bowl no matter how good or bad they bowl. A lot of them, they stick around afterwards. They will do, within reason. They talk and drink. Like EJ was in the bar at Sunshine, or at Sunshine, we're at Sunshine, at Enterprise every single day after he got done bowling, for
Mingling.
drinking, mingling, whatever,
Pull up your text and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and other people.
Well, that's the
another
thing.
story.
You
But
get
anyways.
into centers where the fans aren't like overly in your face, because there's like bowling fans are awesome, and there is beauty, there's love and hate in the fact that we are very easy to be in touch with and be around. You can't just go and sit next to Tiger Woods and talk to him, and not saying that's a comparison, but like for our sport.
Yeah.
Guys can just come up and just like sit next to you and just chat your head off.
Yeah.
And some people can't really read the room, and some people overdo it,
Yeah.
and it's a little overwhelming. But most bowling fans, they don't overdo it. They just want to have a quick combo,
Yeah.
and then it makes it way easier for bowlers to be like, oh, I can stay here for an hour and get some food after I just got done
Yeah.
bowling.
And
good
for
or
us, we
bad.
love that because they were drinking it up in the bar.
They were,
right?
yeah,
And we front a
it's
lot
more
of money for
inviting.
you guys to come. Like, we love it. Don't get us wrong, but every
It's
little
more
bit
inviting
gets
if
it back.
guys aren't like over intrusive about like, oh, Kevin Williams. If you're just cool with it, then guys will chill and hang out. So whenever the atmosphere is like that, it's easy for guys to stick around.
Yeah.
Because then it feels normal. It feels like them at their center that they might own or the pro shop they have. They can just hang out and just
Chill.
chat it up with people instead of them just being like, "What's your favorite bowling ball right now?" And like,
Okay,
it's like over
hearing
the
their
top.
reactions to some people when they're like, "What's your favorite ball?" and you can tell when they're getting annoyed.
Yeah.
So
Because
the people, they're like, "That's a loaded question. What you really need to tell me is what's your favorite ball?" And he starts like trying to geek it out on it, like,
They just ask. A lot of fans ask the same three.
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing.
"What's your
so
favorite
some-
ball?"
Yeah.
Fair
Every
enough.
time it's like, Kevin, is the purple hammer your favorite ball of all time? I'm like, you guys think that just because I won with it, but it's like, no,
And I'm
not
left-handed
really.
and two-handed.
Yeah, it's just the same stuff, which is fine, but it gets repetitive
Yeah,
for us. But if fans are like that and they're more inviting and they're not like in your face about it, then yeah, guys will chat it up with you all the time. And it's always at the end of it, it's like, man, you're just a normal guy. Like, wow, that was a good conversation. It's like, yeah, we're very normal.
Yeah.
Just don't overdo it with the bowling nerd stuff because then it's like,
We
it
don't
just like,
care.
it's too much.
Yeah.
It gets too much, and it's just part of the territory of anyone, really. But
Well, right on. Last question. What legacy do you hope to leave on the sport of bowling?
Man, what a question.
Thing.
I just think I want to provide some sort of like, I want people to know me for, I don't really know. That's a loaded question. Like, I just want to be well known. I don't want to be like the jerk on tour or like the guy that just
so
was a
you're in for the
has-been.
fame. Wow.
No, I'm not in for the
Doesn't want to be known as Brooklyn Boog for the rest of his life.
yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's
Too
too
late.
late. But no, I just want to be well liked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about being super famous. I don't care about that.
That those go hand in hand, right?
Well liked and
If you're
you're-
well liked, it leads to you becoming very well known.
yeah, I just want to be.
You're a bowler.
I just
You're
want to
never
stay
going to
humble.
be super famous. You're not going to be
I
Scotty
know.
Scheffler out there.
I think it's just
You'd be
something-
surprised, at least in the bowling
Yeah.
world. We are Z-list celebrities, but you'd be surprised.
Z-list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think about being
Yeah.
humble and just remember where you came from
Mm-hmm.
and just not getting a big head.
I like that, man. I like that. Kim?
I don't, it's funny, this is like a pretty standard question that a lot of athletes get asked, or a lot of people that have a potential to have a legacy, right? Even if you talk to like the normal guy, their legacy is they want to like build a family and like carry that on, their last name, whatever. I don't think about stuff like this at all. I only care about the impact I'm making right now, but after I'm done bowling and gone, and if people don't ever talk about, oh man, Kevin really made a difference, I don't really care because I only care about right now. I care about my legacy in the moment, if that means anything. So it wouldn't even be a legacy because your legacy is like after you're dead and gone. So I don't care about that. I care about like right now. Am I bettering the sport? Do I get the youth bowlers to want to bowl more? Do I get people into bowling that never really bowled? And I think I do a good job of that, and that's all I care about. As much as like I don't love bowling at times because I didn't grow up like a bowler, I still do care to leave a good impression on what my job is. And whenever youth bowlers are getting into it and they say, man, I never really bowled, and then I watched you and Boog and Packy on YouTube and now I bowl all the time, that's cool, and that's what we do it for, the things like that. So after I'm done, I don't really care, but I like my current present day legacy to just better the sport. People
kinda
need to look at it in
so-
a different light.
I kind of want to think Springfield. I want to be recognized as Springfield. Be like Southwest Missouri, Boog.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's how they.
So gay.
Okay, just kind of like
Edit, cut.
Pete Weber is like St. Louis, but he's like so big. Like Southwest Missouri. I
I'm
just
pretty sure
want to be
Pete
known.
Weber's like bowling period died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
wouldn't
the
even,
Cleveland Browns
I
had
don't even
him on
think people
his-
tie him to St. Louis.
But I want to be known in Missouri.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'll tell you this
Since I'm a
much.
new mayor.
There's
That's right.
there's definitely, it's hard to make bowling exciting, right?
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. And there's definitely some people when they bowl on TV, it's, throw the shot, no facial expression changes, stop, walk back,
How
right?
much time we
Nothing.
got on this camera.
Kevin, we're not going to go into it.
We can't. You
and
can't bring this up to me.
You and Packy last year at the World Series of Bowling on whatever pattern it was.
Yeah,
we had
when
the
you
best
guys
match
bowled,
on TV
it was
the whole year.
electric,
That was
right?
the best match
It
I've
was
seen,
sports.
period.
It was
for
a
sure.
it was a show. It was electric. It wasn't just like. I mean, I got a list of people. And I'm not even following like you guys of just great. They're great bowlers. Nothing against their bowling game, but like, oh my gosh,
I'd
like
rather
no
not
wonder.
see them on TV.
Oh yeah,
no
like,
emotion.
oh my
Yeah,
god, there's no
yeah.
emotion. Like, and it's not even like they throw an 8-bagger for the win. They're like,
Mhm.
oh cool.
But then
Like,
you watch Rory win the Masters, and he's crying on the green. Like,
Yes.
we want that for the
Yes,
sport. And
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Roy or Bryson Dish. I'd rather watch Bryson play golf 100 times out of
Because he is a show.
You know
He
what's
is a
funny
show.
is Bryson used to be hated by everyone.
Yep.
He used to wear the
He
old school little
360'd
hats,
his.
and now he is the people's champ.
He 360'd himself. Yeah, he's amazing. But-
Here's my one thing I'll say about that, because I could go on a lot about it, and I talk about this often in the bowling world, is people become fans of who you are not just because of your talent in that sport. They fall in love with who you are as a person and your personality that goes along with it.
Mhm.
You're a Jordan fan. You don't just like Jordan because you think he's the GOAT. You love like who he was as a person. Now, like he was a fierce competitor and certain things that and traits that he had that he loved. In any sports that you watch, your favorite golfers,
Everybody.
you don't just love them because they hit it far. You love them because of like whatever it is that they have personality-wise. And there's not enough personality that goes around the bowling world that make people fall in love with you. So if you get more of that, more people stick around. You know.
100%.
EJ Tackett, the reason so many people like him, and I'm not saying he doesn't have personality, whatever, but it's because he can't stop winning. So people just draw to that because it's
Yeah.
easy to be
It's
a
like
fan of someone that wins.
Scotty Scheffler on tour, dude. He's
Exactly.
He's a
But-
brick wall. Like he doesn't show much, but dude never misses. He's
But
amazing.
there's a lot of guys that don't make TV that often, but they have personalities outside of that. Like I would say, like I make multiple telecasts every year, but like I'm not one of the top guys right now. But I have a big fan base because I stand out with like I show who I am. Where a lot of guys are robots.
Emotions on your sleeve.
And it's hard to follow along with people when they don't have more than that. Like if you watch YouTube channels,
Yeah.
you watch that because
I'm not
you
gonna
like these people.
I'm not gonna point out any people because I don't want to shut out anybody that is boring to watch on TV. But man, there's a list of them. there's a list. And you know what we're talking about. Just watch it. Yeah.
It's not even saying a bad thing. I could
Yeah.
list a lot of guys because, and the reason that I will say, we bowl 50 to 100 games in a week. And you got to learn to be even keel, and you got to learn how to not be too high on the highs and too low on the lows.
I was about to
And
say this.
that dials you in to be kind of robot because you have to train that way for the time coming. And it's hard to flip that switch to be like, okay, well I got one game all week. I was dialed in, I was even keel, and now when I throw a strike, I need to freaking do a backflip on the approach.
Yeah.
I get why people are like that. Flip it on though. I don't
Yeah.
care. At the same time, I'm like, I flip it on.
Yeah.
You got like, but it's just hard to train people to be
Yeah.
something they're not.
No, but it
they
is.
didn't grow up playing other sports. I grew up playing basketball when I was 4'10". Guys were chanting puberty at me when I had the ball and stuff. Like people were ruthless. So I invite that type of
Yeah.
atmosphere, and I invite
Right on the
being
hay,
like
baby.
getting loud and like talking John a little bit to your opponent. Bowling is which I think is so funny, but it's a gentleman's sport, right? It's always been. It's everyone claps for everyone. And
Hold your breath when you guys hit the approach. We don't
It's
do
a gentleman's
anything.
sport, which is funny because like people that bowl, it's blue collar. People that like to drink beer and they like to talk a little
Yeah.
crap and stuff. But when we go to a telecast, it's everyone cheers for everyone. Everyone's very quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
And I want people to be loud. If you want to see me miss, boo me. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Or
I
Graham
like
Falk,
that.
they made fun of him for missing that 5-pin. Dude came back with a tray of jelly shots, throwing them out.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Did you see that?
Amazing.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
he missed
see
the
that.
5-pin on the players, and
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, anyways,
amazing.
I think we got one last thing that we're gonna rapid fire with them.
Oh, we're gonna do this now. Perfect.
Yeah,
Excellent. All right. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. I just need one of the answers. All right. Jack in the Box, White Castle.
Jack in the Box.
Oh,
I like it. Pickleball, volleyball.
Pickleball.
Okay.
Too short for volleyball.
I'd be too short for pickleball.
It's tennis.
Golf or basketball.
Golf. Again, too short. What are we doing here?
Beach or the wilderness for vacation.
Oh, the beach.
Okay.
I don't like being sweaty.
Belmo, Pete, Walter Ray as the GOAT.
I think they'll know.
All right. Hammer versus DB8.
Hammer.
All right. Thank you very much, Bud. Kevin Williams. Wevin, the GOAT, the great.
K. Will.
K. Will.
Jordan or LeBron?
I already know the answer to that. I'm not even going to ask it. And piss,
Giannis.
I'm not going to piss myself off and ask that question.
Giannis. Anyways, next.
Jack in the Box, White Castle.
White Castle.
Pickleball, volleyball.
Volleyball.
Ooh, golf or basketball.
Basketball. Not close.
Oh, this is easy for you. Beach or I already know the answer to this.
Beach. Wilderness.
You're right.
Well, I gotta start a fire? Give me some electricity. What?
Belmo, Pete,
Belmo.
Walt. Easy money. Hammer deviate.
It's
Or Columbia 300.
it's
Brands of
C,
Brunswick.
all of the above.
See all of the above.
It's
Gentlemen,
Hammer. It's Hammer overall, but it's
Yeah.
they're all made by the same company.
They
So that's
are.
not the wrong answer.
They are.
I'm new to the deviate side.
For those who don't know, these two, thick Steves. They're like BFFs.
This is my guy.
Were you the
We
best
got like
man in the
20
wedding?
minutes left.
Were you the best man in the
What do
wedding?
you think? Go, LeBron or Jordan? Go.
We already know.
You know what's funny?
Wilt.
If you don't do this, I'll do this. Because
say
I
Wilt.
recently discovered another case to
Here we go.
that. No, we can't do it. We can't do it.
Just say
We
like
can't
Wilt
do
or
it.
something
We'll
like
never
Alvin.
do it.
Yeah.
Larry Bird.
It's LeBron and it's not close. Anyways, move on.
It's not close.
What's your argument? Hold on. I know exactly what
This has got to be a whole separate
Hold on,
section.
I know
Let's
exactly
cut
what
and
he's
go.
gonna
Yeah, I gotta
say.
do
What's
my
your
regard in there.
What's your one take of why he's better than Braun? What is it? What is it? Is it because he's 6
Just
in all
how
the finals?
Brady's
Is that what you're
against.
gonna say?
No.
Why is it?
No.
Why is he better than him?
Because he's older and
He's the
that's who he
GOAT.
walked up to.
If I start on one thing, I'm gonna have to go on a.
No, I just want the one thing you're gonna say.
We can just
Like,
turn it off
what's the
for a
top
second.
thing?
He is the
You're gonna say rings.
killer of all killers.
You're gonna say the ring. Yeah, because he played against like
Jordan-
11 All-Stars, and LeBron's played against like
11
85 All-Stars. So you can't say killer of all killers.
He
Because
is the killer of all killers.
LeBron beat the greatest team of all time to win. Anyways, you were gonna say rings. You were gonna say 6-0 in the finals, right? That's what everyone
He
said.
is 6-0 in the finals.
Okay, so everyone says, "Oh, but LeBron's 4-9 in the
Who do
finals,
you
or
even play in the
4-10 in the finals." LeBron's 4-10. So they disregard the fact that every season is an attempt at winning a title, right? Every season you want to win.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So would you rather have a season where you got to the finals only 6 times versus 10 times? And even though you lost, if you lost in the first round, would you rather lose in the first round or in the finals? Which one would you rather do?
I'd rather lose in the finals.
You'd rather lose in the finals. Okay.
So? What does that mean?
Every time that we talk about Braun and he loses in the first round, we disregard that. And we say it's a fail for Braun whenever he loses in the finals. We
No,
say
it's
it's
not
a
a
fail. We say it's a fail every time we do. But when MJ doesn't make it out of the first round, it's not a fail. It doesn't even count, but he's 6-0.
He is 6-0.
What superstars did
He's
he have to
6-0.
beat in the finals, MJ? Who did he play in the finals?
Nobody.
Who did LeBron?
Absolutely nobody.
LeBron,
Everybody.
everybody. That's always
Everybody.
my argument.
LeBron
trying
played
to.
everybody.
That's stupid.
We got to get out of here.
All right,
Never leave.
see you later.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for showing up,
Thank you very much.
everybody. Appreciate it.
My boy. Thank you, brother.